Hey everybody, Lightning Blades here. I'm gonna apologize right now at the beginning of this video. I'm sorry I've not been posting nearly as frequently as I used to, or usually do. I know I've taken a big break, but I wanted to not burn myself out for Blade Show, which ended up biting me in the ass regardless because, well, all of the footage that I recorded at Blade Show, Texas, except for small flipping clips, had to be scrapped. It was unwatchable. I was trying out a new camera, see how it would work out. I didn't have the proper mount for this camera, so I could do the recording I did for Blade Atlanta. So it was either I tried on this camera, well, not this camera, but the new camera, or I don't record at all. So I risked it. The audio, the video, everything on that camera was absolute garbage. There was microphone feedback the entire time where I genuinely couldn't hear what I was talking about. The angle was way off. The video, good God. It claimed to be 1080p, but it was bad. It was really bad. So all of that footage had to be scrapped. There will be no Blade Show Texas video this year, sadly. But it's a good thing, honestly, because the people I was meant to meet there for very specific reasons ended up not being able to attend, so I wasn't able to get the review videos or anything I wanted to there. But I had fun. I made a lot of money, value-wise, for my collection. This knife in particular, you won't believe me, but I'm going to talk about it. So, from this point on, I'm going to start talking about all of the knives I got at Blade Show, Texas. Except for the one that I sold because I did not like it. I don't have it anymore. It's gone. So, without further ado, let's get into it. This is an A51, I think, Designs, number 15 Apollo, I think it's called, the Apollo. It has the ultralight 3D printed spacers, little weights in the handles, so it's not quite my preference, but it is nice. Grade 5 titanium Chanwich handles with an S35 VN blade, so it's pretty standard. It's pretty bouncy, but the sound isn't all that much to be desired, so. But overall, it's a good knife. It'll do what you need it to do. Is it worth the amount of money that was put into it? Probably not. I don't have other weights to try, so I can't tell you or get it to my preferred weight, so that sucks, but it is still something I flip every now and then. And I know some of you who are new here or have not met me in person may think that these knives are dull if you have not seen me cut myself, but trust me, this is not dull. I sharpened it as soon as I got home. It doesn't look like it would be super sharp, but trust me, it is. I don't have paper or anything, so I guess I'll just have to do a shave test. There's fucking hair right here. I think you could see it. I don't know. Yeah, this thing shaves. This thing is a razor, just like everything in my collection. I'm not going all out because this is not my preferred balance, and the wind is kind of kicking really hard right now, but yeah. I got 2 knives off of this guy for 2 different trades. I'll talk about the other trade another day, but today it's the Apollo because it's A, alphabetical order. I'm going to try and do everything alphabetical order as best I can, if I remember, but yeah, this is the Apollo, as I've said like 3 times now. It's pretty bouncy. It looks and feels like a Medusa, Seraph, and a Monarch all got into bed and had a baby. That's what this looks and feels like. It's got the shape of a Monarch blade but the thickness of a Medusa. It's got the thin rectangular feeling of Medusa handles, but it's Sandwiched like a Seraph. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the Seraph, but I love the Medusa and the Monarch. So that's partly where my love for this thing is. But I just don't find myself picking it up every day because of the balance. If it had more end weight in the handles, maybe. But as of right now, until it grows on me, it's pretty low on my flipping list. It's just kind of chilling. But it's an early number 15. I love the blade polish. Not nearly as polished as some of my other knives are, but it still attracts fingerprints like hell. Now, I want to talk to you about what I got this for in trade, because I'm pretty sure none of you will believe me when I say it. So, I did a previous trade with this guy, like the day before. So that was day 1 Blade Texas. This was day 2 Blade Texas. Pretty much in the middle of the day, because he showed up seriously late. Like, I was waiting for him at the Squid booth for 3 or 4 hours at this point for him to show up. But he had talked about really liking sunglasses. And I was like, you know what? I actually have a pretty nice pair that goes for quite a bit secondhand if you're interested. They were a pair of Oakleys that I bought like 5, 6, maybe 7, who knows? I don't even know how many years, probably 8 years by now. Let's see, I bought them in Colorado, so yeah, about 7 years now. Bought them back in Colorado, that was 2019. So yeah, 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I bought these sunglasses. They are authentic, but they were old Oakleys that had been discontinued. I bought them off of a friend. And, well, he liked those sunglasses. So, in trade, he gave me the Apollo, which, for those of you who don't know, is a $1,000 knife. And it's machined by JK Design. So, we all know how I feel about JK Design. His machining is kind of crap, and he charges a lot for it. Most of his blades are very uneven, and I don't know. He has amazing designs. I love the look and feel of his knives for the most part, because they just look really nice. But his tuning, his blade flattening, all of that is just so trash that I don't buy anything that he makes brand new, with the exception of the Solo. The Solo is like my only exception, because, well, I love the Solo. Maybe a Monarch V3. If they have one I like, I'm buying it if I have the funds. I've been talking to Joe about that for ages. But is this something I would buy brand new? No. No, it is not. I would not buy this brand new. It's interesting, but not interesting enough for me to qualify spending $1,000 on it. Maybe I'll have to get some new weights for it and give those a shot, but yeah. So far, not my cup of tea. But what are you going to do about it? It's an Apollo. I got it in trade for a pair of sunglasses. It does a flip good. It does a flip good, but it's nothing exceptional. In my opinion, it's more of a, whoa, look at that, that's pretty interesting type deal. It is, I would pick up basically everything in my collection before this in a heartbeat. And I want to state a few knives names, but I can't because that'll spoil the other videos that'll be coming out after this. So, At this point, I'm going to end this video. This is the Apollo again, designed by A51 and machined by JK Design. It is number 15 S35VN with grade 5 titanium Chanwich handles. I like it, but I don't love it. I'm going to be posting this video on a Sunday. Today is currently February 2nd, so I think it's Wednesday? I think today's Wednesday, maybe Thursday? It is Thursday, so you will be seeing this in a few days. I will have a sound test video up almost immediately after it, like the next day. And then the Sunday after that, the next video will be out. I'm going to record it this weekend, and we'll see what happens. So, I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you like the Apollo, maybe you don't. If you have any unique ideas for it, let me know. Or if you have any specific thoughts about it that differ from my own, I would love to hear what you think. Please let me know, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.